This is a guy named Daniel Wiener. I didn't know who he was, but he's the founder of a large wealth management firm. He did a lot of private market investing over his career, I think just with his own capital. And he says a couple of things. He's essentially just sharing this experience because he's talking about this recent executive order, which is going to allow private investments to be offered in 401ks. So there's going to be much more exposure for retail investors. And he talks about his experience. Sounds like about several dozen private investments that he's made over the years. One of the things he highlights is that the IRR, in many cases, that's the internal rate of return. That is a measure of the return on a lot of private equity deals, a lot of real estate deals. I don't think it's a very good rate. I don't think it's a very good measure for reasons that I won't go into here. But nevertheless, Mr. Wiener here suggests that in his experience, a lot of the sponsors who are, promising 30% plus IRRs, the actual realized IRRs end up being, half or less of that. In many cases, the investments aren't even liquidated at all. So that's something he brings in. He does mention a couple of successful venture capital deals, one in which he made 70 times his money, which is certainly a great return by any case, but it did happen over a longer period of time. And he mentions that most of his other venture capital deals were complete wipeouts. They went to zero. And here he concludes, illiquidity and opacity are big risks that you face with private investments. The biggest risk, however, is that your retirement suffers as a result. So essentially, he's just cautioning retail investors.